No, look, I'm totally comfortable being with a successful woman. I think it's dope. I live at her place, you know? She pays like 60 grand for rent, and all I have to do is like stock the fridge. And yeah. But like Kanye, I know you're like, yo, this is the real me. I'm off the meds. Take them. There's no shame in the medicine game. I'm on them. It's great. Take them. There's nothing wrong with taking them. If I ever got on a plane and the pilot said, I just want all you to know, this is the real me flying.
But everybody took a shit every day, and nobody knew what they used. It was like this don't ask, don't tell policy that we had. One time, a roommate came out of the bathroom with one sock. I was like, fuck, we need toilet paper. Holy shit.
All I'm saying is, like, pretending these people never existed is maybe not the solution. You know, the rule should be, like, you could appreciate their work, but only if you admit what they did. You know, you could buy a Mustang, but you have to say, Henry Ford hated the Jews as you buckle it, you know? The full sentence should be, Mark Wahlberg beat up an old Asian dude, and I would like 1 ticket to Daddy's Home 3, please. This is how they write about Colin in our hometown newspaper, the Staten Island Advance. Colin Jost tees up. It's about 3 weeks till election, but you could never tell by Colin Jost's swing. And here's how they write about me. This is a review of a Weekend Update appearance I did. The best part about this one was his interaction with Colin Jost. Hate him too. I guess he likes Trump because his hair is also really weird, and like the top of his head looks like 2 eyebrows got to live their dream of like being hair.
So it's sort of like a chicken and the egg thing. Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, chicken and the egg was also one of my sketch ideas that got rejected. It was about a chicken that ate eggs, but it was also about Black Lives Matter.
That sounds terrible.
It is. So I need you to like write it for me.
Wait, you haven't even written it yet?
No, I'm like depressed. Look, here, even if for some reason you're desperate to use women's bathrooms, you don't need a sex change to do it. You can just walk in. There's no bouncer. The door's right there. Seriously, I've been using the ladies' room here to poop for like the last 2 months.
Yeah, we've actually gotten a lot of complaints.
Yeah, from me. It's filthy in there.
I feel like Italian people are almost like waiting for someone in their family to die so they can go get a tattoo. I'm serious. You ever been to like an Italian funeral or wake and the son of whoever died has like the prayer card going down their side? You're like, how the did you do that already? And it's like healed.
Anyway, Jules here. Jewel, I won't make fun of you yet because I want to give everyone at home time to Google who you are. My mom really wanted me to get you to sign this. I don't know what the it is. If it's a phone, it's broken. But she'd really appreciate if you could sign this.
Hannibal Buress is here, everybody. Hannibal, of course, is famous for exposing Bill Cosby, right? And only for exposing Bill Cosby. No, he deserved it, though. Bill Cosby hurt those women without ever caring about the consequences. That Hannibal Buress would become famous.
No, but it was my biggest fear, because I used to jerk off in her bathroom all the time, and sometimes I would finish on the toilet seat. And my biggest fear is that one day she would just sit on it and get pregnant. Every day I would clean my bathroom. My mom had no idea what was going on. She was just like, you're such a good boy. And I'm like, you have no idea what I'm trying to prevent right now. I got my priest to stop hitting on me, though. It was easy. I introduced him to my little brother. I got an A.
Look, I don't know what it is with talented people. You know, Charlie Chaplin was like the first movie star ever, and he married a 15-year-old, and he couldn't even talk.
Well, he could talk in real life.
No, he couldn't. I saw all the footage. He didn't talk once. That's why he's a silent film star. Two, I don't think you guys understand. I've had one. I guess you probably have none, right?
You are correct, sir.
Right.
According to the mule, I have a solid 54 years before that window closes. So look out in 2072 for my wish fulfillment movie, The Mule-Laney.
Like, I remember my dad died, and my mom was like, your dad's dead, but we got you a PlayStation 2. And I was like, yeah, cool. I was like, that seems about even. That's pretty fair. No, I'm serious. I really didn't care. I was like, I'm gonna push my mom down the stairs and get a PS3. That was ridiculous.
Rob was the first male spokesperson for the Lee National Denim Day, which raises millions of dollars for breast cancer research. You know, that's a great thing. It's a disease, yeah. It's a disease that his mother, his grandmother, and great-grandmother suffered from. But you still a 16-year-old girl in 1988.
Well, I could see how what you said might make you more unpopular.
Well, it was just a joke. A serious joke. Like, you know, like when you're joking, but you mean it? But I don't even feel that way anymore. I'd be just as happy if there were no hurricane and Staten Island just fell into the sea.
Okay. Take it easy.
First off, a lot of people thought Che should be the one to talk about Kanye, but we discussed it, you know, because Che's black, but like I'm crazy, and we both know which side of Kanye is at the wheel right now.
So, yeah, my dad, if you don't know, he was a fireman. He died 9/11. He was a very good dude. And I have a lot of jokes about it. And if you don't like the first one, you probably won't like the rest.
I have a doctor's note.
Oh, good.
I'll read it.
For the airtime?
Yes. To whom it may concern, please use Pete in more sketches where he gets to kiss the host.
Peyton Manning's here. I love Peyton Manning. He's the shit. Peyton looks like if football players evolved to no longer need helmets.
Then why do you keep using it?
Because it's the only bathroom that has Wi-Fi, and Cecily has a beautiful singing voice. That was my favorite line.
It was really weird. I was still staying at her house at the time, and it was like 11:30 at night, and she just barged in. She didn't text, knock, just barged in, and she was just like, hey, I got something for you. And I was high, so I was like, what the fuck? This is a little weird.
Next, we've got the nominee for Treasury, metrosexual Apple Genius Bar worker, Steven Mnuchin. He's a Goldman Sachs guy worth over $1 billion. A long time ago, he was like, when I have $1 billion, women will have sex with me. And now he's like, maybe $1 trillion.
He lasted about a week. Then they got to Deputy White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who's one of those sweet Southern girls that you marry if you're gay. I like that one.
And I swear to God, I turned on the lights. This is what she does. She had it behind her back, and she pulls out a 40-pack. And I swear to God, this is what she does. She goes, I got every kind for my baby boy. And then she winked at me, and I was like, you're giving the fucking weirdest vibe I've ever received in my life, Mom. I know you're single. I'm not the guy. I think it's time to move out. This is really weird.
All the Republicans wanted Paul Ryan to come up with something to replace Obamacare. And now that he did, everybody hates it. And I know what this is like, because for years, people have been asking me to quit drugs and get sober. And now that I have, everyone thinks I'm unfunny and boring. And hey, at least I have dreams now, and I've started waking up with boners again. Thank you. Hard as a rock.
I'm a pothead, I'm pretty sure you could tell. Yeah, I smoke weed because the commercials against it suck. Like the cigarette commercials are good. They're good. The lady has no fingers. I'm like, nah, I need those. How am I gonna smoke weed with no fingers?
Yeah. No, yeah. I remember that.
No, maybe I did cross the line, but like when a reporter from Staten Island wrote about it in the New York Post, here's what he said. Keep talking like that and you'll be sleeping with the fishes. That's a death threat. In a newspaper. Who does that? What are you, the Zodiac?
All my friends are black. If you can't tell by my sneakers, Jordans. You ever have a black guy compliment your sneakers? You're like, oh, wow, these must be cool. If a white guy compliments my sneakers, I'm like, I'm gonna throw these out. These must... What do I look like? I have a kid coming?
If you have questions about a relationship with a big age difference, just ask Leonardo DiCaprio, Jason Statham, Michael Douglas, Richard Gere, Jeff Goldblum, Scott Disick, Dane Cook, Derek Jeter, Bruce Willis, Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee, Alec Baldwin, Sean Penn, and whoever the president of France is, Mel Gibson, Billy Joel, Mick Jagger, Sylvester Stallone, Eddie Murphy, Kelsey Grammer, Larry King, Rod Stewart, and Donald Trump.
Last night I switched her birth control with Tic Tacs. No, I believe in us and all. But, you know, I just want to, like, make sure that she can't go anywhere.
But if you support the Catholic Church, isn't that like the same thing as being an R. Kelly fan? Like, no, I don't really see the difference. Only, like, one's music is significantly better.
So speaking strictly for myself, what Kanye said after he went off the air last week was one of the worst, like, most awkward things I've ever seen here. And I've seen Chevy Chase speak to an intern.
What's weird is my grandma on my mom's side, my mom's mom, she, her birthday's on 9/11. And she never liked my dad. Kind of fishy, isn't it?